The socialist Jacinda Ardern and her government are facing a series of public mass protests against the authoritarian regime, and this time it could be the end. I know people don't really have high hopes when it comes to change in New Zealand, but there is hope because when you have the national and of course the centre right, technically the conservative side coming up in the polls. We also reported on this channel recently about what's happening in the opinion polls for Jacinda Ardern. Her popularity rating, her approval rating has gone down massively. In addition to that, she's now dealing with these guys who are now repeatedly coming out on a regular basis now to protest against her authoritarian regime. And this movement is gathering a lot of support from centre-right, right-wing, some centrists, and some common sense centre-lefties as well. I don't know, I'm guessing the new Keynesians. I don't know who they are in New Zealand, but I think they exist. That up to this point, that even the Labour Party is now completely in trouble, the socialist side in that country. Now, the sad thing is, about a year and a half ago, if you were to do that in New Zealand, the police would arrest every single one of you. But because of all the media pressure and social media pressure that happened, they had to withdraw the authoritarian militant dogs that they set on people. Now, there is a reason this is happening. As we said recently, that Jacinda Ardern's approval rating has gone down. She is predicted to lose the next election, the upcoming election. The issue here is that because of the system, while you have the national and that party in general coming up, they could have a problem because of the system. You could just about not get the majority. The main challenge is for the right-wingers and the conservatives to actually come out to explain why she's losing support, rather than just turn into a celebrity sort of contest. Because look at this situation. This is only a few days ago, 22nd of August, the flood damage in New Zealand, according to Jacinda Ardern herself, is devastating. I'm pretty sure Jacinda Ardern herself promised when she came into power that she's going to sort out the infrastructure to prevent this much flood damage. Reminds us of somebody else. Reminds us of Sadiq Khan in London. Sadiq Khan, he became London mayor, and he promised that there will be 0 days of train strikes and rail strikes in London. I mean, since 2016, we've had on a regular basis, once a week, some sort of rail strike. So it reminds us of that. That's the situation with Jacinda Ardern as well. When she promised to sort out that situation with the infrastructure, she didn't. That's just one example. We have all the other problems as well. She promised to lead a liberal and progressive government, and it turned out to be completely illiberal and regressive. But it is the perfect example of why modern liberals are not liberals. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.